Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Noles! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Virginia Tech, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Here's the give off the left side. At the 35, he's loose. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He'll run it again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. All wideouts, no backs. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, Virginia Tech 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Mason. And he could not get loose on the run. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying play action. And they get the sack just like that.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Defense playing a bail technique. He unleashes a long one. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, no. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to run it left here. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Pressure coming. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. He's gonna pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using...
He's gonna let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, Florida State 35, Virginia Tech 0.
And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the back over the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. He's going for the big play. He caught it. Touchdown, Florida State. And the stomping has commenced. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Gonna run it. It's Mason. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Gain of 1. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's looking to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the 1st down pretty easily.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Tackle is made at the 34. Brings on the
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Hokies are on the move. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
He's tackled.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Uncorks one to the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
And the returner will be brought down.
25. And the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 42, Virginia Tech 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Clear. Razor.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback checking the play. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it.
Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking for space, it's Mason. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Line gets set, first down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Working on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Open space at the 25. Quick step and go. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Trying to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.